everyone, it's Fantayzia. So today I thought I would do a video of all the confirmed features so far for the high school years expansion pack. So this is going to be really fun because I am so excited for this pack and I know a lot of you guys are too. So I think it'll just be a super fun time to chit chat about everything. I have a big list here, you guys. Like literally I've got 41 confirmed features and there might even be more than that, but this is just what I've gathered. So that's super exciting. We already know that many things. So cool. But before we get into it, let's do our notification shout out. And this one goes to Covet. Thank you so much for your comment. And oh my goodness, I read this and I had to choose it because the amount of shows we're going to be able to create with this pack, just the way they've done it. Oh my God, Riverdale, that would be so cool to see played out in The Sims. Oh my gosh, I hope you do that and I hope you have so much fun. But guys, let's get into this list. All right, so the very first thing is active schools and classes. So this is something that was very important to a lot of you guys, myself included. I was really worried that we weren't going to be able to go into the classes with them, but we can. So not only can we go in the high school, but you can go right into the classes too, which is so freaking cool. I'm so glad that it's just so interactive. Everything looks so interactive. Maybe not everything, but like most things, you know, at least with the actual high school experience. So next thing is cheerleading. This is something that was on my list. I did make a video of just a list of things I'd love to see in a high school pack. This was before it was even confirmed, but there was that leak going around. So I decided to make that video because I was so excited. And it's crazy how many things we're actually getting from my list. I was like, no way, no freaking way. Like I thought not even half those things would come, but like they are. That's insane. And not just cheerleading where like they go and disappear. Like no, in the trailer, it literally shows us we can watch the cheerleading. You know, that is so cool. And it shows a sim practicing in their bedroom. Like, oh my God, that's adorable. I love that. So next up is football. So again, I was hoping for some more sports. So glad we're getting football. If you do own more packs, then, or if you own all the packs, then you already have soccer, basketball. You know, we've been getting different sports throughout the packs, Discover University, City Living. You know, they always kind of like split up the sports. But yeah, I'm so glad we're getting football. Now, one thing I'm unsure of, will there be actual football games? You know, I'm sure there'll be something. I'm sure there will be football games, but what I mean is like, can we watch them? Because in the trailer, it just looked like they were like throwing the ball back and forth. So you could see the cheerleaders like actually doing a little routine. And there's a whole like field. So I don't know if there's going to be a legit football game or if they can practice and then maybe the football game they just disappear, but who knows how that's gonna work. I'm honestly really curious. So next up is prom. So again, this is something we can go to, which is so cool. In The Sims 3 we couldn't go. So guys, that's a step in the right direction. Like yes, they might be dividing generation features into separate packs, but I actually think now it's a good thing. It is. I know like my wedding stories ended up being so messed up, but I think now it's working better. I mean, I don't know. I haven't had a wedding yet, but from what I've seen in videos, it's working for some people now. So comment down below if the wedding pack works for you now. If it's working for some of you guys now, or if it still doesn't, I mean, it better soon. Because then in that case, you know, weddings went a lot more in depth. And then now this high school pack is going a lot more in depth. So overall, like it gives you a better experience. So I'm not mad at it. I think if they gave us generations, we wouldn't be able to go in and actually see them at prom. So I'm so glad. Next up is of course the new world, Copperdale, and I'm so excited for this new world. I don't know, like I love that there's going to be a new world where honestly any Sims can go there. I feel like because you know there's things there that like anyone could do, but also just a place where like your teens can always go to. That's going to be so fun. Oftentimes I feel like there's nowhere for my teens to go. So that's going to be a fun time. Also, like it kind of gives me Sims 3 University vibes with the world. I don't know why. Not necessarily how it looks, but in the Sims 3 University, I feel like there's just more fun places to go and hang out compared to the Sims 4 University. Next up is the boardwalk. I was not expecting a boardwalk, guys. Like I absolutely love that. That was very unexpected. So that's something that I feel like any Sims can go to. You can literally have a family day at the boardwalk if you wanted to. I just think it's a nice thing to have. One thing I'm wondering is like, can we place the things on the boardwalk anywhere? I'm curious about that. I don't know. Like, is the boardwalk, can we build on the boardwalk. I don't know what type of lot that is. I don't know if they have talked about that at all. Next up is the Ferris wheel. Of course, that's at the boardwalk. Now, it looks like we can't see them on it, but I'm assuming, you know, they can ride it, but it's just where they kind of disappear. But what I will say is it at least seems better than the ski lift from Snowy Escape. So that's a plus. I mean, I don't expect, I don't really expect those type of things to be functional in the way where we can like watch them get into it and see them like going around. I don't know. I just don't see that happening. So I wasn't really expecting that. Some of you guys might be bummed about that, but personally, it didn't even cross my mind because I just automatically assumed, yeah, like we can't watch our Sims get on that. They can probably get on it, but we can't like see them going around. So next up is the haunted house. That looks like the same type of situation. You know, they'll probably get like a moodlet or something, right? But they just go in, disappear. That's what these things look like. And then the tunnel of love. At first I didn't know what this was called, but they do say that it's the tunnel of love in one of the blog posts that was written. Next up is boba. So in the trailer we can see boba like you know, all throughout it. The Sims just keep drinking boba, which is awesome. And then there's also like a whole boba shop, and I love that. Like I want to make my own boba shop. Like yes. I definitely want to do that. That would be so much fun. Also throughout the trailer when they're drinking the boba, they seem to have different reactions to it. So I'm actually wondering like maybe they're going to get moodlets from it if they don't like boba or they love it. That would be cool. Next up is the Rubik's Cube. We see that throughout the trailer and that was pretty cool. I didn't like talk much about it when I reacted to the trailer. I mean, I really like reacted to the Rubik's Cube, but I didn't like, I don't know, I didn't say much about it. I don't know why. That's like a fun thing to have, you know? I feel like our Sims need more just little like handheld things they can just play around with, you know? Just activities when your Sims don't really have much to do. Like, you know, they have the clay. We need more things like that. Next is detention. This was another thing I was hoping for and it's coming, and we don't know how it's going to work, but I'm going to take a guess that it'll be like a certain amount of time. With Parenthood, you can give your Sims timeouts. And I wonder if it'll kind of be like that in a way where there's like a timer thing above their head. I don't know. Or maybe it'll just be like an event at the top where it like shows you how much time. And then I wonder if there's certain things you have to do in detention. Or what if you're misbehaving in detention? Like talking to other students? Oh my God, I wonder how it'll be. I hope it's good. Next is graduation. And yes, this is also playable. You can go with them to graduation. That was in the trailer and I was so happy because again, in The Sims 3, with graduation, they just disappeared into the building, right? Like, of course, Sims 3 is amazing. Love it. Not like saying anything bad about it, but in ways when they divide things, you know, then we get to see more happening. Not always. There's definitely been Sims 4 packs that are lacking, but lately it feels like they're going in the right direction. And it seems like dividing the packs could be a good thing if they keep up with this. You know, I feel like cottage living was good too. I feel like they've just been going in the right direction lately. So next is promposals. So we don't know much about this. You know, of course we know that you can make little promposal posters, but I'm not sure if there'll be other ways to propose for prom. I'm gonna guess that it's just the posters, but who knows, right? And there's definitely different posters you can make, so that's cool. I wonder if in Build By there's like an empty poster you can grab and then you can decorate it, and I wonder if there's like all these different decoration options you can choose from. Oh, I wonder if you can also like mess up the poster. Ooh, there's a lot of things I'm wondering about, honestly. Okay, next is ice cream shops. So I'm actually really happy about this because yes, we do get ice cream with a stuff pack, but that's like at-home ice cream, you know, casual at-home ice cream in a bowl. You can have it in a cone too, but it's just like the cash ice cream, right? I mean, it's a little fancier, like it's a whole ice cream machine, but still, you know, it's just different. I always want my Sims to be able to go and get ice cream at the ice cream shop. That's like a nice date day. That's good to take your kids to go get ice cream. That's gonna be so adorable for more than just the teens. So I'm so happy. Next up is the Ferris wheel woohoo. Okay, so this is on my confirmed list because come on, I don't think they specifically said it, but there's literally in the trailer, they have the little hearts in the Ferris wheel. So I mean that's the only thing it could be. They wouldn't put that there. Like that was put there on purpose, and we all know the hearts, they look exactly like the hearts that you see for every single woohoo. So like guys, we're getting Ferris wheel woohoo, which means our Sims can actually get in them. Next up is the photo booth. I'm so excited for the photo booth. I've been waiting for this. I was freaking out when I saw that in the trailer, and also the pictures you can take in it are so freaking adorable. Of course, you can either take pictures by yourself or you can have friends in there, significant other, whoever you want want. And like, I don't know. I love the poses, and it looks like, you know, like Polaroids are popping up, which I'm going to talk about that too. I mean, obviously you'll get to bring the pictures home, right? But it looks like Polaroid style. So that leads me to my next thing. So this might be an iffy thing to put on the confirmed list, but I'm doing it anyways. Polaroids. We keep seeing them throughout the trailer, and there was also a Polaroid camera on a table. So this is like one of the only things that I put that like is not 100% confirmed, but it's like 90%. Like, it really seems like it. I mean, the pictures coming out of the photo booth look like Polaroids, right? So if you're putting those on your wall, they're gonna look like Polaroids. And then there's like, throughout the trailer, there's like Polaroids on the door. There's a whole bunch of Polaroids throughout, like on the wall. I know some of them might be objects that you can just pull out of Build By, but something tells me that there's going to be and then like I know it could be just a decoration for the camera, because there's different cameras throughout. There's like one that looks like a Polaroid, there's one that looks like a digital camera. There's so many camera and picture related things throughout the trailer that like it really seems like there's going to be some other sort of picture taking method. So I could be wrong, but I just wanted to put it there because I really have a strong feeling. So I mean, we'll see, right? So next up is lockers. And I'm so glad the lockers are functional. I'm so glad. I wouldn't think so. I literally wouldn't think so. I feel like the Sims team went above and beyond. Things that you would expect to just be for decoration, you can click on them. Like, what? Our Sims are going in their own lockers. So like, can you click on the lockers and like assign, like, I don't know how that works. I don't know if you're just automatically assigned a locker or if you get to choose one when you go to school for your first day. I don't know. And like that, like all their lockers look different in the trailer. Like I don't know how like decorating a locker will work or anything. I cannot wait. Next one is sitting on the ground cross-legged. So you can sit cross-legged, and I think you can do this anywhere. They show it like in the trailer outside. Sims are just sitting on the grass, and then another Sim is sitting on the ground in front of their locker, and I think you can do it on the bed. I'm not sure, because on the bed they're sitting another way. We're gonna get into that. But yeah, you can sit cross-legged, and I love that. We needed this. It's just like a casual way, like you can have like a little picnic setting. Oh my god, I wonder if you can have picnics on the actual ground now. Hold on a minute, wait, because there's picnic baskets. I wonder, I bet you can. I bet you can just sit with like a little picnic basket and a blanket. Oh my god, that's gonna be so cute. I'm literally realizing things as I'm talking to you guys. I can't wait to see if we can do that right. Like, I really hope so. I mean, I saw a Sim sitting with bubble tea beside them on the ground, so they can drink on the ground then. Oh my god. Okay. Next one is new ways to sit on the bed. So the reason I put this separate is because in the trailer, they're like on their knees. So I'm not sure if they can sit cross-legged on the bed. Was that confirmed anywhere? But they are on their knees in the trailer. So I'm unsure, but you can do that. So that's really cool. Another thing is after school activities and teams. So I don't think they've mentioned them all. I'm sure there's more. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but like there's chess club. And then of course, as we mentioned, you know, football, cheerleading. I think there's like a couple others they mentioned, but I feel like there's going to be more. Maybe not, but I don't know. I feel like there's going to be something for any Sim. If, you know, those things aren't your Sim's interest, I just think there'll be more, but I don't know. Next up is skipping class. So your Sims can skip class, which is perfect. I just feel like the teens need more ways to be rebellious. And then going along with that, sneaking out. We saw that in the trailer. They snuck out and they climbed down the little trellis thing and like snuck away. Also the walk style, if you guys saw that, like I know it was just a sneaky walk, but like it so reminded me of Robbers. And I'm just like, when are we gonna get Robbers back in The Sims 4? And now that walking animation's there, so like it gives me some hope. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think we're gonna get that soon? Next up is pranks. That was also in the blog post. You can prank other Sims and it'll increase your mischief skill. You can leave a stink capsule in your classmate's locker. You can mess with the school's PA system. You can mark up the whiteboard. Next up is consequences. So if you do things like that, you are gonna have consequences. So you're not gonna be able to just like get away with it and nothing's gonna happen. So I'm really curious as to what all those consequences are gonna be, because for example, you can get grounded with Parenthood, but I wonder if they also put something like that. I mean, there's detention, right? So that's obviously going to be one of the consequences, but what about for sneaking out? Next up is simfluencer. So your sim can become a simfluencer. Now, I really hope this is for adults too, but I don't know. I'm sure there is going to be things in this pack that are for all ages because it would only make sense, right? So yeah, your sim can be a simfluencer. We don't know that much yet. We know that they can make money with this. Next thing is the Trendy app. So they did collaborate with Depop, and that kind of is how the Trendy app came about. So it's basically like Depop, you know. I can't wait to see more about that. I hope it's actually cool and your teens can make money this way. Again, I hope adults can use it as well. Next up is pillow fights. So that's fun. Now, I hope kids can do it. That's like one of the first things I thought of. I don't know about you guys, but I mostly did pillow fights as a kid. It makes sense for them to add it for a teen pack too, but like by the time I was a teenager, I didn't really do pillow fights anymore. I don't know, I just didn't. So next up is read in bed. That's mentioned in the blog post. I don't know if some of you guys missed that, but that is there. So that's another thing you could do at bed. So they're slowly adding more things to do in the bed, which I think is so nice. Another one is weekly exams, and I love this. I think it's gonna be a hustle. I could definitely see my Sims failing, so we'll see how that goes. Next up is science fair. Okay, this is something else that I really wanted, and I was completely blown away. I cannot believe they're adding science fairs. Like, I just didn't think they were gonna do these things. Like, huh? I don't know how it'll be. Like, I mean, already with Parenthood, you can make school projects. So a lot of times we have like cross pack compatibility or whatever. And so I'm wondering if like some things with other packs, like, I don't know. Yeah, but then again, that's a school project that you bring in and you get like extra credit or something, or boost in your grade. I don't know. I have so many questions. Is there going to be like a whole bunch of different science projects we can make? I don't know how that's going to work. So another thing that we have to talk about is the crush stage. They mentioned this crush stage in the blog post, and please tell me more. Like, don't tease me like that. Like, huh? Oh my gosh. I did feel like we were moving closer and closer to getting crushes. That's something that I've always wanted. And when we got the sentiments, I was like wondering if we'll get crushes, and like that just needed to be a thing. And then with the preteen mod, you can have crushes, and I was just like, give it to me for my teens, and we're getting it, guys. I really hope it's like actually, I don't know. I just hope it really feels like crushes. I don't know how it's going to work. How is it going to go from crush to like official romance? Next up is shaving. So it was confirmed that body hair is coming to the base game, but then it says that the shaving is going to be exclusive to the high school pack. I think that's totally fine. I'm excited. I'm guessing all ages can shave. I mean, why not, right? See, I have a lot of questions. Like, I really can't wait to explore this and see, just kind of like go through the pack on my own for like a few and just kind of see like what's available for the adults as well, because there's a lot of things in this pack that are not well, I feel like they shouldn't be exclusive to teenagers. There's a lot of things as you're growing up that you start to do as a teenager, but you also continue to do as an adult. So yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't be a thing for adults. All right, so another thing that I'm so curious about is trust issues. So we're getting trust issues. I don't know what that means. It just basically says, like, you know, when you do pranks and stuff like that, right, there'll be consequences as well as lead to trust issues. That's what it says in the blog post. So this is cool. And again, I hope this is also something that's not just for teens, but I don't know, because if it happens from like pranking and stuff like that, I'm not sure. I wonder if there's like other ways you can get trust issues. I definitely think there's a lot of things in the game that could lead to trust issues. Like, what if a sim cheats? Like, then the other sim should get trust issues with them. I don't know. There's a lot that could happen with that, and I really hope they actually did a whole bunch of possibilities to gain that. Next up, I want to talk about this. So curfews. Now, we already have curfews with Parenthood, but with this whole sneaking out thing, like, it mentions curfews. It basically says need to sneak out of the house after curfew. So I'm wondering if there's going to be like a new system for curfews. I don't know. Or is there just going to be a set curfew for like all the teenagers? Because with Parenthood, there's like a little board you can get and like set the curfew. So I'm curious. So we're almost done here, but next is star quarterbacks. So it doesn't really tell us much about this, but it is confirmed. You know, we're going to be able to have star quarterbacks, which makes sense. I'm actually curious how the whole, like, I just want to know everything about like the football experience and all that. And the last thing is valedictorian. So that's another thing that we didn't hear much about it, but it's a thing. They mentioned it in the blog post. So that is the very last thing on my list. And I keep trying to look if there's like anything else, but that's all I got so far. And honestly, that's a lot. Like usually we don't find out this much for an expansion pack so early on. I mean, yes, this releases in just under a month, but still, I just feel like this is by far one of the best made trailers we've gotten. Like, and that says a lot because there's trailers that I absolutely love. Like I loved the Discover University trailer, Cottage Living Seasons. They were such good trailers. Even the recent Werewolves trailer, that was so good. But this one by far, I feel makes you the most excited when you watch it in a way where like so much is shown so fast. There is like so many things you can notice when you pause throughout it. I feel like there is so much to look at. And it's crazy because there's definitely even more that we don't even know yet. So I definitely think this pack is jam-packed with things, and I hope that's really the case. I mean, regardless, I know I'm gonna love it. Like that's confirmed for me. I haven't played it, but I know I'm gonna love it. It's just like, it's impossible for me to not like this type of thing. Same with like seasons. Like I just automatically love that type of stuff. So fun, so fun. But guys, that is everything I wanted to talk about with you guys today. So go ahead and comment down below if you found out anything else about the pack or like things that you're most excited about out of my list. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. And don't forget to leave some positivity down below. I love you guys also so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!